Starting recording software. As soon as you see Craig enter, go ahead and...
Alright, we're live. We're good?
We're good.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the RS Show. My name's Buddy, and I'm joined today by Subtlty.
Hello.
And so the first thing we're going to do is talk about what we did this week, so I'll go ahead and hit it off. I've been working on my Iron Man, and then I went on RS3 a little bit, got bored. I had about 144 mil, just chilling. Decided to stake, not like all-in stake, but slowly build my way up. Built up to about 320 mil or so. Bought a Noxious Scythe and started trying to learn how to kill a Raxel on RS3, but that's no fun. But yeah, besides that, I've been just like working on my Iron Man and just chilling. What about you, Sub?
Nice. Well, I've been working on my RS3 account a little bit, but mostly I'm working on a tank. I'm making a tank in OSRS. I'm going to go out and PK, just like the good old days, and we'll see how well a tank actually works now.
Yeah, there's so many kinds of account builds anymore.
Yeah, you get your pures, you got your tanks, you got your Oppie Mauler pures, all kinds of PvP. I've been listening to the Wilderness podcast through from like the beginning, and they had an episode that I listened to recently. Actually, I think it might actually been their most recent episode where they talked about the different builds and a little bit and touched base, and I was like, holy smokes. Speaking about listening to the Wilderness podcast, today I submitted our forms and stuff like that we needed to get us on iTunes.
Not really?
Yep, we should be on iTunes, provided we don't get denied for any reason. Hopefully within a week or so.
There we go. That'd be nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the old school notes. So old school RS mobile is slowly approaching. It's getting closer and closer each day. Beta keys are starting to go out to people, so make sure you check your Runescape messages for that. They had a update saying that it was going to use I think it was 150 megabytes of data an hour, which is obviously extremely high for someone that, doesn't have unlimited data. But they went around and said that that's not true, and that it's actually going to be around a megabyte or so per hour, depending on what you're doing. So that's actually way better. Actually, it's 150% better, to be real. And the battery, I think it was 8 to 12% an hour, which, it's not too bad. I've got games on my phone right now that burn more than that. It's pretty crazy to think that a game so big like that, like old school RuneScape Mobile, that's just old school. We don't have any news on RS3 Mobile. That can use more data because it's more stuff, more, it's got the whole evolution of combat style action bar and stuff. So that's for that. You have anything to say about that, Sub, about the battery and data?
I might know somebody who has beta access because they have 30 accounts and bought an extra battery for their phone. But other than that, no, I don't have much else to say about that.
So then we're gonna jump right in. There's Barbarian Assault ranged rework. So they changed Barbarian Assault around. They added some new arrows. They added bullet arrows, field arrows, blunt arrows, and barbed arrows. Those were for the for the blowpipe, right?
Sorry, I was joking there.
You're all good. I'm pretty sure that there was something going around with the blowpipe where it was being abused, and by changing the ammunition slot to contain the type of arrow requested. So they threw some more arrows in for Barbarian Assault to fix that. And they're gonna replace the bronze to mithril arrows that are in the game. Give 46 range attack bonus and 125 strength or range strength bonus. They're color coordinated with the magic spell element that will be displayed for the attacker, which is cool. Shows some attention to detail, which is nice. Also, in some notes, we got Adamant and Rune Dragons. They nerfed their drops. Their drops, cause they figured they were too rewarding, which I don't know what I think about that. What do you think about that, Sub? That such a high tier dragon, they gotta go all the way and do Dragon Slayer 2 to get to, were too rewarding.
I haven't heard much about the money per hour on them, so I'd hate to try and say much about them, seeing as I've never done them. But I agree they are a really high tier monster. But so were Frost Wyverns, and Frost Wyverns make what, 2 mil an hour, something like that.
Yeah, something around there. The volcanic mine, they just made it so like the boulder will take more damage if less people are contributing, so that way, everyone will work and try to actually do it, and they'll basically play the objective. They added a shortcut to the observatory, which is nice. Dragon Bow Necklace got a buff, up from 6 to 12 prayer bonus. Dragon Hunter Crossbow got a big buff. It went up from 10% to 30% accuracy and damage bonus, which is nice.
Sorry.
You got a phone going off?
Sorry.
But yeah, that's nice that the Dragon Hunter Crossbow is better now, because it was like basically you might as well use a rune crossbow or an Armado crossbow kind of thing. But they made it better now, which is good. Wilderness Rejuvenation is also in the news.
Again.
Talking about just making the wilderness better. They're increasing drops for wilderness bosses. What else? They expanded on the story of the Mage Arena 2, which is nice. Add more detail. They redesigned the Mage Arena 2 bosses. Anything you gotta say about Wilderness Rejuvenation, Sub?
Well, seeing as how I plan on being a PKer very soon, I hope that it actually worked, and I hope they didn't have to take away too much from other parts of the game, because, I mean, this is the third time or something like that they're doing Wilderness Rejuvenation, although it says 2. It's like the third big major thing they've pulled and stuff like that.
Yeah. So. They're making revs better because people like making their drops better because people were not impressed with them. That about does it for old school patch notes. I mean, is there anything you want to add about any of those?
No, I think you handled it pretty well.
So then we're going to jump on to the question from last week, which I've got the results right here. The question was, would you be okay with summoning coming to old school RuneScape? 71% people said no, and 29% of people said yes.
I was actually very surprised to actually see that 29% of people said yes. But then again, like I said last week when we were talking about it, there was they did a poll on the YouTube video, or not the YouTube, or it was the live stream, and they got 50-50 almost, which was super surprising to me. But
yeah, definitely. That's definitely pretty surprising. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into the R3 notes if you want to go ahead and take that on.
So as far as RuneScape 3 goes, they had a change to the aura. There's now an aura bag, which surprised me because I logged in last Thursday, and went to go look for my aura to do my farming run, and was like, huh, my aura's not there. Wait a minute. All my auras except for my Hellion aura are gone. What happened? Well, apparently they snuck in that patch and I didn't see it. So there's now an aura bag. If you go to your inventory down at the bottom next to your tool belt, there's an aura bag. So, and like I said, the Hellion aura from the Premier membership is not part of that for whatever reason. They also added some backromenal bolts. I'm not 100% for sure what those are about, because not that high. I mean, my range level currently is only 34. My OS range level is higher than that, which is sad. They had another notes about the upcoming 24-hour, or not 24-hour, excuse me, the Double XP weekend that's coming up. That's February 14th. Is that right?
Sounds right. No, maybe the 20th, something like that.
I gotta double check it. Double check here before I screw this up. Alright, 23rd.
February 23rd.
Yep. And they're also going to be doing a Game Blast event. They'll be doing a 24-hour live stream for Game Blast. They're going to have a few special events, competitions, some crazy challenges. So you can check them out on their Twitch channel there, and I'm sure that that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
Still getting over my sickness here. Premier Club is ending soon. That was just another one they had. You've got until the 4th of February to take advantage of it if you plan on it. If you haven't yet, I would kind of recommend it, but that's totally up to you. I mean, it's still cheaper than just buying regular membership, but you have to pay up front. And depending upon if you go with the gold and stuff like that, you get all kinds of extra cool things. Because like the aura I was talking about earlier is actually it's basically a pulse core for everyone around you for 10 minutes, but then for another 50 minutes after that, you still get the 10% increase boost, and it does stack with pulse cores. So I like it. I think it's worth it with just that. But then the fact that I'm at gold, I get to go in that room of chests and make all kinds of bank loot once a month too.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's worth it, but that's totally up to you guys.
I'd say it's worth it, and especially if you have a old school RuneScape account and an RS3 account that's on the same account. I know that's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people like to play on both of them at the same time. It's kind of what I do. But that would definitely make it worth it, because then you got membership for your RS3 account and your old school account for a year. You don't got to worry about it. And you get a dope badge next to your name.
You also get a few free tokens too that you can use to
get a pet and stuff.
Yeah.
I went with the Blood Pouncer pet.
I went with the pet as well, and I also got the samurai outfit from last year. I think it was.
Yep, that's what I got. Samurai outfit. You can't pass that up. I think cool.
Yeah. I think you get a few more during the rest of the year too, like one every 3 months or something like that. I don't remember.
That would be. I mean, I didn't even have to pay for mine. Technically, got a free year membership because I had gold and just staked. Don't stake though; it's not good for you.
Don't go to the sand casino.
Don't do it. So addicting to stake, and then you lose everything and you're pissed. But I went in for like 250 mil, and I was like, a year's membership is probably going to be like a good 300 mil or so. So if I win this, I'll be at 500 mil, and I'll go get a year's membership and just keep the rest. And that's what I did. I won.
Yeah, it's actually about 250 mil or something like that for a year worth of membership.
It's not bad.
No, it's not too bad.
And back in the day, we'd have to go out and get Walmart cards to get a month membership. Is that about it for the patch notes for RS3s or anything else?
That is it for the patch notes for RS3. They were fairly slim, very short.
Slow news day this week.
Very much so. Well, I mean, RS3 is normally slower news week anyways. OSRS is the one that gets the weekly patch updates.
True. Do you just want to hop on to question of the week, or is there anything else you want to throw in there?
No, I think we're pretty pretty well good to go on to the question of the week because I already told you we're going on to iTunes hopefully this week. So there's no other real big news for the show that I can think of.
Yeah, not much going on. Seems like this time. It's because they're so focused on RuneScape 3 and our old school RuneScape Mobile that they're not really messing with too much other stuff. So, the question of the week that you can find in the description, in the Discord, or wherever it may be, is the first 99 in RuneScape, if you've had one.
Yes, there is an option for
Never had one.
don't have one as well. I actually just posted it on Twitch as well, so it's now on our Twitch. I will get it on our YouTube when this goes live. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't say that. I do have the last two episodes of our show actually up on YouTube now too.
So are we going to talk about what our first 99s are? Or
yeah.
All right. Have you already voted on here? Because I see there's 2 votes and one of them is me. I know that.
One of them is me.
Okay, so then yours was Magic.
This is correct.
Nice. You want to, how'd you get that? When was that?
Oh god, that was way back in the day. Back when I used to be big into PKing, and I'm pretty sure that I got it by going into the Monkey Madness tunnels and just blood barraging the heck out of the monkeys like you would do nowadays anyways. Or, well, nowadays it would be the Abyss or the Monkey Madness 2, depending upon which game you're in.
Yeah, true. Mine was actually, I don't know if this is going to be surprising to anybody. It might be. I don't think it's a normal first 99. It's actually the skill I hate the worst. It was on RS3. It was, I don't know if it was pre-EOC or not, but it was actually runecrafting was my very first 99. It was on an older account, and I hated runecrafting so much, and they came out with RuneSpan. And so it kind of made it like AFK runecrafting, and I thought it was only going to be around for a limited amount of time or something. So I hopped straight on the train, busted out 99 runecrafting.
Speaking of RuneSpan, I actually did a shit ton of that this week, too. I went from no runecrafting to 46 runecrafting. Just AFKing it. That was nice.
Yeah.
I must say I do like RuneSpan for runecrafting on RS3. I'm not looking forward to doing runecrafting in OSRS at all, because that, like you said, is probably one of the worst skills next to probably thieving.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep.
That was my first 99.
And like I said, mine was Magic, and that was because back in the day, Magic was really powerful because it was melee-scape. So, if you had Magic, you could kill melee fairly easily.
True that.
Somebody just join us?
Well, we got Constant RS in here.
Hey, Constant. You missed it, bro.
What'd I miss?
Everything.
We were talking RS3 patch notes, the Aura pouch that we found out about.
Oh, the Aura bug.
Yep, double XP weekend. And what else was there?
The Brackermental bolts or whatever. Do you know much about them, Constant?
I do not.
Oh, well, I was hoping with you being a little higher level than me, you would know a little bit more about them.
I guess it's a new kind of bolt.
Oh, like is it dragon? Wait, new bolts?
Yeah. For RS3.
I don't know. Give me a second here. I literally just got back to college, so I'm a little like off balance. I just kind of hopped right on. Okay.
You know, when we covered the question of the week last week, we didn't actually cover our answers again this week. So do you want to go ahead and go over those?
Yeah, I said no. I would not be okay with summoning coming.
I also said no.
As did I. I think summoning is too broken.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Beast of Burden for summoning. I think that's awesome, but I think that if RuneScape went the way of like other games, then I think that would also help out too. So like if we just had a way to upgrade our bags,
True.
because I know like in World of Warcraft you can get different size bags to carry a different amount of things. I mean, now the only thing is with World of Warcraft you don't use food to heal yourself either. You know,
Yeah.
you just use spells or potions or whatever, and those normally stack. This
What?
one, this week's is what was your first 99? If you want to go ahead and go over that yourself, what was your first 99 in RuneScape?
Like in general, like overall.
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty sure my first 99 ever was Magic.
Magic. That's funny.
Yeah.
So was mine. So why'd you go with
Yeah.
Magic first? Was it just coincidence or?
Well, it was because I thought it was easy. I could just high out and just sit there, and I just had to click one button. So I thought it was pretty easy. I think that's why I did it. It's just my mindset was like, this isn't too bad, and I just did it over and over again. But on my like main account now that I have, my first was Herblore, and that was only because Double XP Weekend just got here, so I just kind of busted that out first.
That good old double XP weekend.
Always.
Oh.
Gotta get them buyables.
Yep.
Speaking of which, do you guys have a double XP weekend plan?
I sure do.
What's your plan?
Well, I'm going to try to accomplish getting 499s. And I don't know how well that's gonna go, but I know that I'm staying here that weekend, and I plan on playing close to 50 hours or more for that weekend. So it will be intense. I plan on trying to get basically all the viable skills that are left, or that I have left to get to 99, such as construction, fletching, crafting, and smithing are the four that I hope to get 99 during that weekend.
What are you buying in advance for all that?
For crafting, I'm buying black leather or dragon leather for to make dragon shields. Freaking black dragon shields, because it's like the best XP per hour, and like not on double XP weekend, it only takes about 24 hours or 25 to get 99. So I mean that's cut in half on double XP weekend. Um, and then fletching, I'm just gonna do what are those things called? Some
Broadfolds?
No, I was gonna make I have it on my phone actually. I listed it out. Broad arrows to 99. Just because I was gonna buy them in advance, obviously. Because you can only buy like, was it 32,000 an hour or 32? I'm not 100%
Maybe
sure.
32,000 every 4 hours.
Yeah, every 4 hours. So I was gonna buy enough to get 99 before the weekend, and then for smithing, I was just gonna buy, or basically do adamant plate bodies all the way up to 99 from where I'm at, which is the 80.
Have you already bought your supplies?
Not yet. I was actually planning on doing that during this week. I just been questing a lot, so I've been focusing on that.
Might want to get that started soon because this stuff's gonna go up in price fairly quick.
I
Yeah,
might try to get on some mahogany planks, get some 99 construction busted out, and then I might try to bust out 99 smithing. I'm not going to grind that weekend, but, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been gathering everything since this account was created. So all my fish, all my wood, everything like that I've ever gathered with this character, pretty much I've got sitting in my bank waiting for that weekend. So I'll be jumping up some levels fairly quickly.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'll actually go look at my bank real quick. I'm doing a farming run right now. Another good way to make money and get supplies.
I also plan on doing that during the weekend, starting to get into farming runs because, I mean, they say definitely make sure you do farming runs because, I mean, it's double XP weekend and no XP wasted.
Yep. I was talking to a guy actually the other day in Runespan. He was chit chatting with me and he said he couldn't figure out what he wanted to do other than he wants to get 99 herb lore during double XP weekend, but he's like it's so expensive. And I said, well, have you been doing herb runs? He's like, no, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I've got 100 curry trees, 20 maple trees. I want to try and I know I'm not going to be able to use all those in double XP weekend, but I've got 2 thieving skill training dummies because they say using those and the protein are the best thing that you can do because those are really good. I got a bunch of logs: 192 regular, 590 oak, 667 willow, 921 maple. I've got 167 tin and copper ore, 144 bronze bars, a bunch of coal, some runite, a ton of planks. I've got 516 guam potions, 312 Ranar potions. So I'm going to be doing some herb lore. 750 protein planks, 382 protein bars, 50 protein logs, 1.6k soft clay, and 150 protein hides. So I plan on doing a lot that weekend. As much as I possibly can fit in. Unfortunately, I don't think my tank will be getting touched that weekend. If he is, he'll be doing AFK skills.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, you didn't get to hear I made a tank on OSRS to start PKing again like I used to.
Really?
Yep. He's already got... I made him last weekend. And he's got 45 attack, 30-something strength, 1 defense, which is not tank skill, obviously.
Yeah.
I still got one prayer because I'm a scrub. He's got 58 magic, I think, and like 35 range.
That's cool.
So yeah, crazy skills, and I did a ton of questing with him.
That's cool. I'm surprised how many quests I've gotten done. Like yesterday, I slept like 5 in the morning, literally just questing, and I only have like 3 quests left, so I can do plugs in and get Prif unlocked. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's nice. You're almost done with that?
Yep, and then it's on to Light Within. So I can unlock Siren spells.
I've never been to Prif. Eventually.
It's nice there.
I hear there's a lot of AFK abilities.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I don't know. I unlocked it on my old main, and then just started a new account. I don't know why. So like I've been there, experienced it a little bit, but you need like it's mainly more like higher level AFK skills. So like 90
Oh,
plus, except for agility, which is 77.
on the news of RS3, I logged in to claim my 3 keys and got a purple. It's just a Verox flail, so I'm gonna cash out for 500k. That's probably worth more than a Verox flail is.
Maybe.
Plus, I don't think I need a Verox flail if I've got a Noxious Scythe. But that's nice, though. That's nice to get a purple.
I thought Noxious Scythe was a mage weapon.
No, Noxious is a... There's the staff and stuff like that, but...
Oh, that might be what I'm thinking about. Shows you how much I know about high end. Well, I think we're hitting the end. I think we can go ahead and start shout-outs if you guys want.
Shout out Constantrs. My dude.
Shout out to 99 Bottles OB. It's just some random guy I just ran into. So shout out to him.
Well, I'm going to botch his name, but Raidari, shout out to you. You kept me entertained in Runespan. Shout out to Dills and Deegan from the Wilderness Podcast. Them guys were helping me out with getting us set up for iTunes. Oh, speaking of which, you didn't hear about that, Constant. We should hopefully be on iTunes within the end of the week. So
that's exciting.
Yeah. So them guys were helping me out a lot.
That's cool.
All right, well, thanks guys for coming. Buddy, Constant, thank you for showing up. Buddy, thanks for leading the podcast this time. You did a good job. And I think we'll holler at everybody else later on. Keep on scaping.
Heck yeah.
Alright, we're not recording, but we're still live.
Sweet.
I'm going to shut down the Twitch stream. Later, Twitch.